What's up, guys? Just tested the S35VN Socom Elite yesterday, and today I'm testing the Duratech 20CV Socom Elite. This steel is supposed to be kind of like M390. It's almost chemically equivalent to M390. Composition-wise, it's very close. But I don't know really how it's going to perform. I really hope it performs well, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell any difference in between it and S35VN, since S35VN performed so well in this knife yesterday. This is my own personal knife, so kind of excited to see how it does. Again, roughly 9 feet of 3/8 inch sisal rope. Sorry, that's my green tea again. This is about a 42-degree inclusive edge. Finished at 600 grit. Screaming sharp, stupid sharp, scary sharp, slutty sharp, sick sharp, Satan sharp, whatever you want to call it. It's a keen edge. Ready to go ahead and start cutting. I don't think there's anything else I need to say. I was sitting there thinking. Again, I'm just surprised by how easily this super thick blade cuts this rope. I mean, it's really quite amazing how easily a 5mm thick blade cuts this rope. Gonna go ahead and test sharpness again. Just as clean as you could want it. Very clean, actually. Very, very clean. People were asking me to test the Sebenza again with a coarse edge. And were they asking me, was the coarse edge the remedy to that? The Sebenza and the Native 5 had a complete edge failure. I mean, in other words, the edge was no longer an apex. It was actually warped and blunted. A coarse edge isn't going to stop that. It's just not going to. That's like saying repainting a building will keep it from collapsing. I mean, it's not going to happen. The failure that I experienced with the Sebenza and the Native 5 were structural. It wasn't really anything to do with the edge, sharpness wise. I mean, so I mean, I may end up doing another test with a coarse edge just to see if the edge retention is better, but it's not really going to keep it from warping. Surprisingly, I can tell a difference in between like a 4 degrees of edge angle, because I put Alex's knife at about 38, this one at about 42, and his actually cuts a little better, so I may thin this one out. Still just lightning sharp. I mean, that's performing really well. I mean, that's still really, really sharp. Like, no catches at all. Wow. Yeah, I'm liking 20CV. I'm liking it a lot. That's very good. Very good performance. S35VN is no slouch, but just by feel, it definitely had some more resistance through the paper than this thing does at this point. Both are superb, though. I mean, this is slicing cleanly like I haven't even cut any rope, period. Like, really well. I'm not sure any steel at this point has been this clean cutting. Like I know I've been able to slice paper before, but this feels like I haven't cut anything, if that makes sense. It feels like it did when I started. So that's pretty surprising. Go ahead and keep cutting. Microtech has their heat treats down, man, I'm telling you. Their edges are just superb. And it came sharp from the factory. The thing was really sharp from the factory. I would say Spyderco sharp, if not maybe a little sharper than my Spyderco knives from the factory. I've gotten some Spydercos that were dull. And then I've gotten some that could have been a sharp edge if they would have buffed the burr off of it, but I've had some with a pretty immense burr. Whatever. Go ahead and test sharpness again. It is, it's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It literally feels like a fresh edge. Wow. I'm not sure anything at this point has been this clean for this long. If it gets to the end of the test and still slices without any hangs, then I'm going to have to call it #1 spot. Because even S110V had more resistance than this knife at this point. I'm surprised I'm saying that, but it's true. The heat treat on these blades are just fantastic. Let's try and do a push cut. Straight through it with minimal effort. Clear this so you guys can see what's going on. We have about a 5-inch piece. Try and get a bunch of cuts on this. Give the edge a real workout for the last little bit. Last cut. Let's see what we got. If it slices cleanly, it's going to blow my mind. Oh. It's now resting in the #1 spot. Every once in a while it kind of hitches, but it's not enough to even stop the cut. Wow. Phenomenal. That's all I can say. Microtech, some people hate the company, hate the guy that owns it. Hate the warranty, hate the customer service, but you can't hate the knives. The knives, the steel, and their heat treat are just, I mean, the proof is right here in front of you. Some steels aren't this sharp at the end of the test after I touch them up. So, this 20CV is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing stuff. Still got plenty of bite. Let's see if it shaves hair. No. No longer shaves hair, which I didn't really expect it to. but there's no denying that it cuts paper like a champ. So yeah, it's my new favorite knife. Anyway, kind of a surprise. I didn't know what to expect with 20CV, but it's a great steel. And I'm probably about to place an order for another one of these right now. There's one in stock at Blade Ops. But by the time this uploads, I'll probably have already purchased it, so it really doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to finish my green tea and get this uploading and sit here in amazement for a little while longer. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.